Welcome back. While a lot of Hindu traditions are passed on in the temples and classrooms, for many, the kitchen has also been a place of learning, where ancient recipes have been passed on from generation to generation. The tradition of non-violence or ahimsa, and together with the vegetarian cuisine, is also symbolic with Hinduism. But it does not mean that it's not tasty. Today, our food guru Thigam Nathoo shares with us a tantalizing stuffed mushroom recipe.
Good day and welcome to Sadhana. Today we're cooking with Thigam and I'm going to be making a lovely mushroom dish for you. We're using big black mushrooms. Big black mushrooms that we're going to hollow out and chop. 1 large onion, finely chopped. A wheel of feta cheese, spring onion, finely chopped, olive oil, garlic, oregano, salt, black pepper, and lemon. So what do we do first? Heat up our lovely flat pot as shallow as you can because you want all the mushrooms to cook evenly. As soon as the pot is a little bit hot, we're going to use olive oil for this. Our onions go right in the beginning. Now we don't want the sizzle at the moment with our onions because we want the onions to be soft and transparent. If you want a little bit of heat in this dish, you can slit a chili and put it into your pot to give the filling a little bit of a kick. What I'm going to do now is to add our spring onion because I want this to soften as well. Otherwise, the spring onion tends to taste raw. You can now hear the sizzle coming up because now the onions have softened quite a bit. And at this point, we can now add our garlic. Now, I must warn you, this is quite a garlicky dish. So if you're on a date, I would recommend that you tone down the garlic a bit, but you're going to lose out on flavor. My onions are quite soft now. So I'm going to add my mushroom stems. At this point, I want to add my herbs, some salt, and some lemon juice. We're going to take each of these mushroom shells, we call it a shell, but it's the cap of the mushroom, and we're going to fill each of these. We're then going to set that in our pot and let it cook. So it's as simple as that. It can be a good side dish to any of your main dishes that you're cooking. Or if you're a vegetarian household, it can be a main along with maybe your roasted vegetables and maybe a green salad. Right, my filling is almost ready. So I'm now at this point going to add the feta. So what we do is we take each mushroom shell, and you put some of the filling in it, like so. You can add other things to this filling. You can be as creative as you want. I do find that sweet corn goes very well with mushrooms as well. So maybe if you want to add some frozen corn and cheese to this, it will actually go very well as well. I want the flavors to stay in the pot. All I'm going to do is to add a little more oil to my pot. Okay, I'm just going to add some lemon juice to this little oil that I've added in here. But I'm doing that so the bottoms of the mushroom tenderize a bit while they are cooking. I'm now going to place each cap with the filling into the pot. Right, and this is then going to cook in the steam. Let's see if our mushrooms are ready. And they are. So what I'm going to do now is to just test if they are cooked. So I'm just going to take my teaspoon and test the corner of the mushroom just to see if it's got some give in it. That means it's done. What I'm going to do now is get ready for plating. Today we're going to be quite creative and we're going to be using a tile. And there we have it, our big black mushrooms that have been grilled on the stove top with a filling of feta, spring onion, and of course with some rocket leaves and lemon juice.
You can find this delicious recipe on Sadhana the Inward Path's Facebook page. In Hinduism, Lord Shiva in his form of Dakshinamurti is considered to be the first guru who has no guru above him. We play out today's episode with a vibrant bhajan in praise of Lord Bholenath, Bambole, performed by Pritesh Singh and troupe. Until next week, do keep up your sadhana. Namaste.